Hey guys, and welcome to Pagan Perspective. This week we are talking a little bit about polytheistic religions and pagan religions that are polytheistic, and we are also discussing if we think that Wiccans have a privilege that is unfair in the pagan community. Now, what I imagine whenever you say the Wiccans have a privilege is that whenever someone says, I'm a Wiccan, most of the time people know what that is. Whenever someone says, oh, I'm a heretic, whatever, I'm a Satanist, see, that's my problem too, is I can't even necessarily think of other ones that aren't Wiccan. Now, is this a problem? Slightly. I do think that people should, like myself, should explore other people's religions and become familiar with them and understand what they're about, besides just Wicca in the pagan community. However, I don't necessarily think it's like evil or bad that Wicca is more popular than the rest. I'm not necessarily sure why Wicca is more popular than the rest, but I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing. Now, there are people who you'll run into who, if you're not Wiccan and you say that you're something else, some other kind of pagan, they'll either think that you're kidding, you're not real, or that you're just flat out evil. Now that is something that needs to be corrected. And so let me correct it right now. Just because you're not a Wiccan doesn't mean you're not any more serious than any other practicer. It doesn't mean that you're evil. It doesn't mean anything really except that you're not Wiccan. I really wish I could think of more to talk about on this subject, but just like the people that I'm complaining about, I don't know enough about polytheistic religions to really discuss my views on them other than Wicca. And so I'm yelling at myself here too. Learn. We need to spend time learning other people's religions. We need to spend time knowing about them, asking them questions, and reading up on it instead of just following our own religion. Just because you read something else doesn't mean you are that. It just means you're learning more about life. So I definitely think if the pagan community wants to grow closer together and be more open-minded and accepting of other people with different faiths in the pagan community, then we do definitely need to learn more about it. I know that I know about Satanism and stuff, and that's kind of an esoteric kind of thing, but and a lot of people don't know a lot about it in the pagan community, especially when they're starting off. But that is just like the tip of the iceberg. There's so many more things in the pagan community that I and you need to learn about. So, I'm sorry this video is short, but that's pretty much my views on this, and blessed be.